This is the FIFINE K688, which is a dynamic microphone designed to capture and improve our voice while rejecting background noise. And today we are going to try and find out if it's capable of doing that or not. Now we can connect via USB Type-C cable to our laptop. We can also connect it via USB Type-C directly to our mobile phone. I did share a video regarding a podcast setup using only a mobile phone, a tripod, the FIFINE microphone, and also the USB Type-C cable. So I will leave the link down below. But if we want to connect this microphone with XLR to an audio interface, we can do it as well. In terms of aesthetics, the microphone, in my opinion, of course, looks really nice. If we want to use this microphone for a podcast setup, which I believe that it's the main target, then I believe that the image that we will get, which is this one right over here, then of course we can change the stands that we use, but it looks really well. The structure is all metallic along with the shock mount, which is this piece right over here with rubbers, which will avoid to get vibrations into the microphone. At this moment the microphone is moving, so it's capturing sound, but if it didn't add the shock mount, the sound would be a lot bigger. Now it also has a built-in pop filter, which I believe that looks really nice in this gray. So for someone that wants a setup for podcast but it doesn't want to stand out too much, I believe that this is great, but we can always replace. Now the main objective of this foam is to reject the plosives. So if I get near, really near, and if I speak a few words, especially those with P's and S's, we will blow air and this will avoid those plosives. And in my opinion, it's doing a great job, but you let me know down below in the comment section. Now, in terms of the unboxing experience, it's a really simple experience. Inside the package, we will find the microphone with the built-in shock mount, a USB Type-A to USB Type-C cable, and also a adapter thread for the microphone stand, which I'm using at this moment. And if we want to connect to an audio interface, then we will need to get our own XLR cable. So in terms of connectivity, basically this is it, USB Type-C and XLR, and we are not limited to a laptop or to a computer. So if we want to connect to an audio interface, we will need to get our audio interface. Now in terms of connectivity, this is it, XLR and USB Type-C cable. Now probably the most used will be USB Type-C cable, which will simplify our setup. At this moment I'm recording with my laptop, but as I said on the previous video, we can also connect it to a mobile phone, which is something that we grab and we have all the time with us. And with a simple tripod, this one right over here, we can have a setup which is really simple, and with a single cable we will have a great setup. If you ask me if I did notice any difference between using the USB Type-C cable or my audio interface, I didn't. There are advantages and disadvantages of using a audio interface, but in terms of the audio quality, I believe that the USB interface will deliver. Actually, this is it, what you are hearing, so you may judge for yourself. It has a headphone output, which is great for someone that do live recording, for example, stream videos, gaming. This will be great because it doesn't have any latency, so I can just connect my headphones and I can hear live what I'm recording. And of course we can monitor what we are doing, like a podcast, for example. So if I'm too close, I will automatically go away a bit further, and if I'm too further, I will approach to the microphone, and we are always approaching. Now this is something that to me doesn't mean much. I prefer to record like this without any headphones, but it's something that we are able to achieve by having this connection. We also have the volume output for the headphones, and we also have the volume for the gain, so I can increase or decrease the gain on the microphone. And basically what this will achieve is that if I increase the volume, I will be able to push myself a little bit further away and it will capture my voice, but it will also capture more noise from my environment. If I decrease the volume, I'll need to be closer to the microphone, and the advantage here is that it will capture less background noise, but we will need to be a lot closer, so we will lose on the mobility side, which is different from what I usually use, which is this wireless microphone, a few of these that I use on my setup, which gives me the freedom to move to anywhere that I want. And if you watch some of my videos, you know that I move a lot, so here my mobility is a bit restrained. But that's the point of this microphone, podcast style of video or podcast only where we don't need the video. It also has something really interesting, which is this button here at the bottom. If I will have it muted. So it's just a mute touch button. It appears red when it's active, the mute. And this is useful if we are doing a live video. And if someone needs to speak to me, then I will mute it, I will speak and then unmute and get back in a live stream or even a video conferencing call, because we can actually use these microphones for video conferencing calls if we want to improve the audio that we pass to the other side. Now, talking about audio, all this video, everything that you were hearing was from this microphone without any kind of treatment. At this moment, for example, there is, not really sure if you can hear, but there's a dog outside. There is a construction working as well. I tried to record this video earlier so that I didn't catch that noise, but sometimes we have this in our environment. So at this moment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut up for a few seconds. I'm not really sure if we could capture the sound outside. Probably yes. I'm sure that if I was using this, I would need to treat the audio on my editing so that I could eliminate as much as possible from the background noise. But the most important is to pass to that side that there will be no treatment at all. The only thing that we'll try to adjust if necessary is the volume so that you can hear a little bit better if I'm recording too low, or to lower down if I'm recording too high, but I doubted that because I did check out my levels on the computer and they were on the low end of the spectrum. So that being said, in terms of conclusion, what I do feel about this microphone after these 2-3 weeks of using it, recording on a laptop, on my mobile phones, and also on the audio interface, in terms of quality that I hear, I don't feel a difference, especially between the audio interface and the USB Type-C. I believe that it looks really nice, but this is something that it's personal and it's different to each other, but it looks great. I actually wish that I could do more podcast style videos so that I could use it more. I believe that I can use this microphone on some of my tutorials where I do sit here with my laptop or my desktop, it doesn't matter, and then I share a guide with you and I don't need to move as much as I do on my other videos. So on that kind of scenario, probably it's useful as well. But as a overall opinion, I do believe that it delivers a lot of quality, it improves our voice, it doesn't do miracles. My voice has this bass. I was born like this. But even if your voice doesn't have, I believe that it will improve a bit by isolating the richness of your voice. That being said, hope that you enjoyed the video. And if you did so, don't forget the usual thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. My name is Roberto Jorge, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.